You don't have to come that way. You can climb the tree.
Huh?
You can climb the tree.
Yeah, and fall.
No, you wouldn't fall.
Yes.
No. No, you wouldn't.
I would. I'm just gonna kind of do this, maybe, and get stuck. Yeah. Okay.
I'm waiting for this one. The best part about being a filmmaker is that you get to capture these little moments, these little glimpses of the past. At the time, they didn't seem significant. But now, they're some of my favorite memories. Because in between the frames, you can see us learning more and more about each other. You can see us figuring out what we like and what we don't, creating inside jokes, making traditions for the future. But most importantly, you can see us falling more and more in love with each other in each clip. If I'm to be perfectly honest with you, I've been stockpiling footage of our relationship and of these little moments for the past 4 years. Now, I don't have our first date on camera. If I had thought about it, I probably would have filmed something. But I'm standing in front of a wall of movies, and honestly, our origin story can't be beat by any of them. What'd you do? Which drink that you had for?
Just open your eyes. No, don't be scared at all. Or we'll jump out of aeroplanes and the lakes will break our fall.
Is this seriously not the best kettle corn you've ever had in your life?
Don't make a sound,
Delicious.
'cause I'll be with you the whole way down. And I told you everything. And I know it's quite soon, but you've got a lovely heart. And I hope that you feel it too, when a flame follows these sparks. Just don't tell me lies, because I've been let down so many times. And I told you everything. So I'll spend the
But from
night
our first
looking
date,
into your eyes.
April 20th, 2014, it was Easter. You came back early, and I took you to all the most beautiful places that I could think of on campus. I took you to all the most beautiful statues, all of my favorite places. And on that day, the day that we met in person for the first time, I knew that you were it. You were the one. You were the person that I had been waiting my entire life to meet. You were my extraordinary circumstance. I knew that I loved you. And I knew that you were my future. We've seen each other at the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. And through it all, I've never once doubted how much I love you. On our first date, I took you to all the most beautiful places that I knew. And I hope to continue to do that in the future.
So I'll spend the night looking into your eyes, because I wanna remember them. If I ever fall blind, we could jump in the ocean, sink like stones. but that's okay with me, baby, 'cause I'll be next to your bones.
The reason that our couples tag is So Long Lives This is because it's from a Shakespeare sonnet that I recited to you. And it's the, can I compare thee to a summer's day sonnet, but the last stanza has always meant a lot to me. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to thee. Basically, it means that as long as this poem exists, or this video exists, no matter what, that story will carry on forever. That love, that hope, will be there forever. And I gotta say, I look forward to that forever. Because you are the best part of my everyday. You are the love of my life. And every time I look at you, all I can see is our future together.
Just don't tell me lies, because I've been let down so many times.
A lot has happened since I made that video. I thought about re-editing it, about changing the narration to fit more of the story. I thought about making it comedic, putting a record scratch halfway through. But the truth is, I think that video is exactly what it needs to be. I think it is exactly how I felt. And exactly what it should be. I spent hours, days, finding all the footage, editing it all together into an accurate timeline, writing what I wanted to say. Then I burned it onto a DVD, and I made a DVD case that was made entirely out of every single picture we have ever taken together. There were like 6,000 pictures. There were a lot of pictures, and they mosaicked together to make this one portrait that we both really liked. And that was the cover, and it was called So Long Lives This. On the back, I had pictures from each year that we were together and important dates in our relationship. The last one being the day that I would propose with a question mark. When I got the ring, I put it in one of our trinkets on the movie shelf so that she would be walking by it for several weeks not knowing that this giant, life-changing thing was sitting right there all along. And when the movie, the DVD cover, was finished, I put it in our romance section because it fit. Because that's where it was supposed to be. Long story short, she said no. But I never even really got to ask her, because when I asked her mom if I could marry her, her mom said no, which prompted a conversation with Courtney, because that is something that we both agreed was very important to us. I was not prepared for what that conversation turned out to be. Our entire relationship was built off of this 5-year plan. From like the second week we knew each other, it was it. We had a 5-year plan, and I was going to stick to it until I died, because that's the type of person that I am. Because we had a plan, and I wanted to see it through. But she didn't feel like that plan fit. At this point, we were still having trouble. Still having problems with our relationship, like every couple does. But I asked her, okay, like if we're pushing this off, we need to at least fix the problems. these problems that we've had virtually our entire relationship. We need to fix these problems. And she said, I don't know if I want to fix anything. To which I asked why. She said that she wasn't motivated to do so yet. She wanted to see how things went. She needed to figure some things out. She needed to think about us. She wasn't motivated to change anything. And I said, well, your motivation should be to save the relationship. And she said, it's not enough. That prompted an entirely different conversation where we both agreed that we should break up. The foundation of our relationship was based off of two things. That we are whole people. Each of us is a whole person. We do not need each other to survive. I don't like when people say, my better half, my other half. You are not a half, you are a whole. And we both agreed on that. The second thing was that a relationship, a partnership, is two people choosing to be with each other every day. And sometimes it is a daily decision. When it came down to it, she felt that she had lost who she was. She no longer felt whole. And her not wanting to fix the problems meant that she no longer chose me. No matter what, it will always be the best decision for us. No matter what, it will always be a good decision. It sucks and it hurts, but it will always be a good decision. And I don't think that this video needs to represent closure. I don't think that this video is closure. I think the reason that I'm making this video is because I spent my whole life telling stories and finding stories that inspire me and make me feel something, and this is a story. And it's beautiful. It's devastating and it's a tragedy, but so is Shakespeare. So long live this, and this gives life to thee. I think it would be cowardly to admit that the last 4 years didn't happen. And no matter what, I think that they are happy memories. I mean, yeah, there were fights and there was conflict, but there were happy memories. And I don't want to forget everything that I've learned about myself. I've learned about being a better partner. I was so stuck in my idea of what a relationship should be and who I was supposed to be in that relationship and who she was supposed to be in that relationship, and it didn't fit. And I truly hope that she finds what she's looking for. And I hope that she figures it all out. And I hope that she is happy in the future. And I hope the same thing's for me. But the fact of the matter is, we can't deny that it happened. Because no matter what, it did. And I think we are both better for it. Even if it's not better now.